afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. So our application name is Native Now, but before we get on to the presentation, please take a look at this video. So, hope you like the movie, but before we get on to our presentation, I just want to ask the audience one question. Which one do you want to be? Do you want to be successful, or successful person like the user with Native Now, or not so successful user without Native Now? I'm pretty sure you guys all want to be successful. Okay, so moving on to our presentation. And so today, this is the agenda of our service today. So first, we'll start off with a product introduction, and then move on to application screenshots, and then move over to demonstrations, and finally we'll get into a product analysis. But before we do, please take a look at this slide. So this is our business world today. As you can see, countries and countries are really intertwined today in our business world today. And because our country is so intertwined, one problem can occur, which is communication problems. And this is really crucial because when we are doing business, we need to get the message across. And if this occurs, we can't get a steady deal. And in order to solve this problem, we have our application here, which is called Native Now. And our target of our application is businessmen and women who are seeking to go overseas, and also tourists who are looking forward to going abroad. And the goal of this application is helping users get a smoother understanding and improving their listening skills so they can prepare themselves to go overseas. And this is a screenshot of our iPhone. And as you can see here, there's a Native Now icon. And once you start this application, you'll see three options. The first is a Quiz Now section, which has 2 games, and a Did You Know section where you can learn business manners and about the culture of that country. And then finally, the Option Now section where you can adjust the volume and the speed of the application. And once you get into the Quiz Now sections, you can see different parts of the world, so like regions like Asia, Europe. And then and then you can select that area of your desire. And then once you get into the area, you can break it down further into countries. And then once you select that, you can choose the level of that country. And then once you start getting into the game, there are 2 types of games as I mentioned earlier, and the first one is this. So the first game is fill in the blank. You listen to a short clip.
Where do you want to go?
And then you fill in the blank. And try to answer the question. And the second game is multiple choice. So again, you listen to a short clip.
Didn't you take Rita to school? Yes, I did.
Were you able to catch that? I'm pretty sure you did. So, and then you answer a simple multiple choice question the way, yes or no. And then finally, the Did You Know section, where you can learn about different manners and business practices of that country. So when you go over to that country, you don't, disappoint your client and be able to mix into that culture. Now I'd like to hand it over to Chloe, and she'll talk about the strength of our application.
Okay, our application has 4 strengths. Firstly, globalization. As we said before, more and more people are going to more and more different countries, and therefore they have a larger need to actually communicate with people from more different backgrounds and cultures. Next, our application has a large variety not just of the quizzes, but also of the customs and manners. And the point here is that our application provides this information for many, many countries as compared to other applications. The next strength is practical usage. Our application can help our user to actually communicate better when they go overseas. Therefore, it is actually of practical use. And lastly, the price of our application. It is free for the first 10 levels of the 3 most popular destinations of Japanese travelers. And from there on, if you wish to have more levels, or if you wish to buy other countries, all you have to do is pay 105 yen. And next, our weakness. We have 2 weaknesses. The first one is improvement of speaking skills. As our application does not provide the function to check the pronunciation of the user, we cannot guarantee an improvement of speaking skills. And secondly, we expect there will be a high cost of research and development because, well, first you have to find the locals, you have to make the text for the quizzes, and of course you have to record for the quizzes. And so to solve the second weakness, we propose a joint venture with HIS. Why HIS? Because they have 118 branches in 93 cities across the world. This is even bigger than the largest travel agency, JTB. And HIS already has a large customer base in people from age 20 to 29. And even though they do so, they still want to increase the number of customers that they have in this age group. And as you can see here in the graph, HIS is only 6th place in the ranking of travel agency. And therefore, we believe that they will be motivated to join us in this venture so as to increase the revenue. So, how this joint venture will work is that we will have advertisements and coupons inside our application that link to HIS, for example, some cheap packs they can be having to go overseas. And also what we expect to get from HIS is their network, local network overseas, so that we can make this application more smoothly. And next, sizing. This is a graph of all the Japanese travelers who go overseas in 1 year, and as you see, 16% are in our age group, our target age group. And this is over 2 million people. And 51% of this group already have smartphones. Therefore, over 1 million people are possible targets for our application. And we believe that our application has sustainability and that we will be able to reach the target number of downloads of 500,000 downloads without any problem. So that's the end of our presentation. Thank you for listening.
Good job.